YouTube? Quinn Wade. Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube. Exclusively on there forever. We're going to talk about how the Denver Nuggets won 107 to 103 against the Brooklyn Nets. The Nuggets go to 32 and 16 and 13 and 9 at home. They play at home in this game. The Nets go to 12 and 34 and 6 and 17 on the road. Denver won the first quarter 30 to 26. They won the second quarter 34 to 23. They lost the third quarter 27 to 15, but they did win the fourth quarter 28 to 27. That third quarter really allowed Brooklyn to get all the way back in the game, and they did have a chance to win it. Michael Porter clanked a couple threes they had to force up, and Jamal Murray kept scoring in the clutch and making all the shots that mattered. He lost the game the other day with his free throw shooting. He helped them win this one, and that's all that mattered. He played the games to win. Michael Porter Jr. still had a big imprint on this game because he did keep him in it because he was making a lot of tough shots. 37 minutes was the most on the team. He had 38 points. He went 13 of 28 from the field, 7 of 15 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He finished with a double-double because he had 10 boards. He also had 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He's long, he's tall. He can make things happen defensively because of that. And you got to continue to use that body to his full advantage. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, a plus 12 and plus minus. Danny Wolf got some shots by the basket. Then he also made a 3, but he went 1 of 4 from 3 and 3 of 7 from the field for 7 points in 28 minutes. He also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 5 and plus minus. Nick Claxton, 31 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. A really well-rounded game again from Nicholas Claxton. They need him to do multiple things, and he's been able to step up and do it. Unfortunately, it hasn't came in wins, though. 2 turnovers, 1 block, 3 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and a plus 6 and plus minus. Terrence Mann kept getting open. It was just about him putting it in the basket. He did go 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He hit some wide open threes. 2 of 5 from 3, 3 of 9 from the field for 12 points in 29 minutes. He did have 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 11 and plus minus. And then Nolan, he ended up playing 30 minutes, had 9 points, was 4 of 7 from the field, 1 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers in the block, and 2 personal fouls in the plus 4 and plus minus. No Yegor and this one, no Cam Thomas and this one, and they still had a chance to win it, but it wasn't enough. Jalen Williams off the Nets bench, 13 minutes, 8 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Efficient night from him. 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers. 1 personal foul in the minus 8 and plus minus. Day'Ron Sharp played 17 minutes. He had 7 points. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Good finishing around the basket for him. He also had the most rebounds with 9 off the bench. He also had 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. The 2 steals was the most off the bench. 5 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 12 and plus minus. Tyrese Martin, 17 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and a minus 19 and plus minus. He didn't shoot the ball as great as you would like, but he ended up taking some good looks, so you still have to live with the result. Drake Powell, he played 20 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 7 points, went 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 11 and plus minus for him. Just a good job just taking the open looks and trying to make them as much as you can, because even Ben, he played 18 minutes. He had shot 0 of 4 from the field. He missed his only 3 on top of that, but he wasn't scoreless for that reason. But the shots that he took, you're not going to be too mad at. Honestly, still had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and only 1 turnover. And he also had a block, which was the only guy to get a block off the bench. He did have 1 personal foul and was a minus 8 And plus minus, no Zaire Williams either in this one. He had a left calf contusion. And EJ Liddell didn't get on the court because the coaches made that decision. Aaron Gordon going to be reevaluated in 6 weeks. That's a long time. But the Nuggets, no problemo from them. Spencer Jones made a free throw. 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 0 or 2 from three, 0 or 3 from the field. He finished with 1 point in 15 minutes. 1 rebound, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 23. And plus minus for him, Jonas Valanciunas was getting it deep in that paint and was able to finish a couple times with a push out or a hook. He finished with 25 minutes and 12 points, 4 of 11 from the field. He missed his only 3. He did go 4-4 from the free throw line. He ended up having 9 boards, which was the most on the team. He also had 3 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 11. And plus minus, Jamal Murray had a great game. He didn't have to have a fabulous game, though. 33 minutes, he had 27 points. He went 9 of 16 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. He's a really good scorer, a really good shooter, a really good driver, and a decent playmaker. He had 6 assists with 2 turnovers, with the weight of the world on his top of his brain and carrying that crown for Denver right now. He's still showing you that they can win against anybody. And he's a big part of that, if not the biggest part of that, because they have been playing great as a team. But he also had 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a minus 9 and plus minus. And like I said before, he did a good job of closing this game. Whenever they needed a shot or a bucket, he was able to find a way to get it done in this one. Jalen Pickett, 15 minutes, 0 or 2 from the field. He missed every single three-pointer. Those his only field goals. He did have 3 rebounds and 3 assists with no turnovers. And he also had no personal fouls and was a minus 9 and plus minus. And of course, Peyton Watson, they need him to have a big night in that starting lineup, and he had a decent one. 34 minutes, he had 19 points, had the jump shots from the mid-range, had the three-point shot, was able to be physical enough to get to the basket. 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 blocks. The 2 blocks ended up being the most in the starting lineup and tied for the most in the game with Zeke Naji. 1 personal foul and a 0 and plus minus. Hunter Tyson, 13 minutes. He missed his only 3. That was his only field goal attempt, so he was scoreless in this game. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a plus 8. And plus minus for him. Zeke Naji scored 4 points in 23 minutes. He ended up going 2 of 4 from the field. Of course, he's going to score near the basket, but he also missed some easy ones too. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 blocks. 2 personal fouls, 3 offensive rebounds out of the 7, and a minus 3 and plus minus. Tim Hardaway Jr., 28 minutes, 25 points. The 25 points ended up being the most off the bench. He also took the most shots with 15. He took some heat check shots in this one from 3 especially, but he also was driving 2. 9 of 15 from the field, 7 of 11 from 3. He missed his only free throw. He had 8 boards, which was the most off the bench. He also had 3 assists, which was tied for the most off the bench. He also had no turnovers, though. That was really good to see. And this 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a plus 21 and plus minus. And then Bruce Brown, 33 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and he also had 2 personal fouls and was a plus 13 and plus minus after the wide open 3-ball going to drives to the basket going and just not fearing anything in the world when he was trying to put the ball in the basket. And then Julian Strawther was able to get 2 steals, led to a basket. Yeah, and then he went 1 of 2 from 3 and 2 of 6 from the field for 7 points in 22 minutes. He also had 1 rebound and 1 assist and no turnovers. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a plus 11 and plus minus. 85 field goals from the Nets, 44%. 80 field goals by the Nuggets, 48%. 37 threes from the Nets. They ended up shooting 38%. 26 from the Nuggets, they shot 50%. 18 free throws attempted by the Nets, 83%. 25 shot by the Nuggets, but they only made it at 72%. 41 rebounds total for the Nuggets, 49 for the Nets, 24 assists for the Nets, 24 also for the Nuggets, 6 turnovers for the Nuggets, 8 by the Nets, and then I would say 6 steals from the Nuggets, 4 for the Nets, 4 blocks for the Nuggets, 6 for the Nets, 7 offensive rebounds for the Nuggets, 14 for the Nets, and 34 defensive rebounds for the Nuggets, 35 for the Nets, and then 14 personal fouls for the Nuggets, 21 for the Nets. And the Nets, they found a way to stay in it. They just couldn't find a way to close it. In those big moments, Michael Porter is going to have to shoot better. He's going to have to step up more. He does it throughout the entire game. He needs to do it a whole lot more when the game matters and the game is on the line. Something he's going to have to develop, something he's going to have to prove that he has in his blood and in his bones. If not, he can always be a great complementary player that can put up numbers and help an offense and play a little defense and help out on the boards. He already showed that he can do that in Denver, but obviously he's showing you that he can do more as an individual in the Nets, which is still cool and fun to see. But his teammates, they need to do more of shot making. They definitely need to find other ways to score, or they need to find ways to get open so they can be more featured in the offense. But that's been their bane, the bane of their existence, and the bane of their losses is just they can't score a lot of points, and they're defending better and they're making games closer for them to be able to win, but they just don't make shots when it matters the most or in important moments. And that sucks, to get close to winning, and then you lose because you just self-combusted when it mattered the most. And then the Nuggets, they just continue to come at them. At the end of the day, they got all the shots that they wanted to take, even if it was tough. But the difference was they was able to make them, and the Nets wasn't. And you have to be able to do that in the fourth quarter if you want to come out with the win. And, Jamal Murray did exactly what Porter should have did, and he ain't complaining because they got the win. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.